Hello, Slug Chat, and welcome back to another match of our Bingo 6 tournament. I am soloing Holly, and I am very excited to be hosting this match today with my co-commentator.
I am Spark Breeze, or you can call me Spark if you'd prefer.
Now, this is going to be a Spark, if you could explain what we are doing.
Sorry. The format we're playing is a 5x5 Lockout Bingo, which means if one team earns a goal, the other team is completely barred from getting it, with the exception of goals that are unlocked by default from the start of the game, such as do not do X, do not enter region Y, etc., etc. The game is won when one team either gets 5 goals in a row, which is a bingo, or if no bingos are available for a team, the game can also be won by one team achieving the majority of goals, that is 13.
Alright, that is indeed the case. Now it is time to spin the wheel to decide what Slugcat we're playing. Today our vetoes have been removed. One slice of Spearmaster and one slice of Saint are missing, as our teams have decreed. However, it is still going to land on one of them. It is Saints! Very cool. We have had very few Saint matches. I believe this is the second one of the entire tourney.
Yeah, I believe so. Saint seems to be a pretty unpopular character for these bingo matches. While they do have pretty good movement capabilities, there's also a lot of changes to the world state, namely a large amount of snow. Some regions have also been renamed, there's different routes, and yes, it's just a lot more difficult for runners to get a hang of, I guess.
Yes, and the entire game world being coated in snow instead of rain, we are worrying about freezing to death if we let the blizzard build up too much, as well as usually Saint cannot throw spears, but in bingo this is different because that would make a lot of goals that involve combat, etc. extremely insufferable to complete, so Saint is allowed to throw spears here. They have been freed.
However, the Saint still has monk damage. I believe the same damage range as monk, so spear throwers aren't as reliable, they do less damage. So you still want to stray away from combat if possible, especially because if you get bitten by any lizard, for example, you just die. No lethal bite chance. It's always lethal. Good luck.
Yup, whereas Monk being the easy mode character, although they do also have weaker combat capabilities, never gets lethally bitten unless it is a very powerful creature like a red lizard. Saints, on the other hand, will always be lethally bitten. They are not very used to combat, as well as you gotta give them a break with the spear damage. They're only learning.
They have very brittle bones.
As the case would be, we will be seeing the board soon. I hope to see a board that has some locomotion, because Saint's grapple movement is very, very nice to watch. People who are good at it can get around very quickly with it.
It is very nice to watch. It's similar to the grapple worms, except you can, I believe, extend and retract your tongue, so you can have some very precise movement.
Yes, you can extend or retract it to whatever length is convenient at that time, as well as when you jump out of it, you actually get a boost to your upwards trajectory, unlike grapple worms as well, so it is much, much easier to use.
And we are still waiting for the bingo board to pop up. It should hopefully be up soon.
Yes. What sort of board design do you think we're going to see, though?
I'm not entirely sure. I given the lack of previous Saint bingos.
Real board is up.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, let's see here. If you want to take this line by line, we can explain what all these goals are.
Okay, would you
I
like
can
me to
start if
take...
you'd like.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can start.
Either is, it works anyways. Row 1, we have collecting 90 kill points. That isn't triple digit. It's triple digit quite often. Saint is going to be experiencing, in any case, quite a bit of combat that it might not be used to. Pinning 3 yellow lizards in different regions is an interesting one, as yellow lizards appear in very predefined locations. People will know some iconic places to find them for this. When it comes to 1C, we have going from shoreline into silent construct. 1D being taming a salamander, and a strawberry lizard, actually, I think.
Yeah, that is the icon for strawberry lizards.
Yes. 1E being 26 points of scavenger merchant trading.
Okay, and for the second row, we have hit 20... Hit creatures with hit creatures with rocks 26 times, I believe. Steal 7 spears from scavenger tolls. Earn the chieftain passage. Get 41 kill points in the cycle. Talk about combat you're not used to. And find the Vista Point in Shoreline.
Oh yeah, 41 kill points in the one cycle is interesting, because that's like almost half of all of them anyways.
Yep.
When it comes to row 3, we have taking the music pearl to 5... Wait, doesn't he already have it? Am I missing something bingo specific here?
I guess you would pick it up and drop it?
Saint spawns with it.
So as the case would be, for this goal, we have Saint spawn with the pearl, and you have to deliver it to 5 pebbles, so that's an interesting one. I can't say I've seen that before. 3B, killing 4 wolf spiders. 3C, earn the martyr passage! We have again martyr passage being the middle square. Disgusting. We will see how that goes. 3D, taking vulture grubs through 2 gates, and 3E, storing 9 blue fruit in the same shelter.
And for the fourth row, we have eat 3 popcorn seeds. In Saint, you cannot open popcorn plants with seeds. You have to wait for the cycle to progress long enough so that it's... Over the course of the cycle, the blizzard will progress and become harsher, basically. And that will cause popcorn plants to break open. You cannot break them open normally. And they will drop seeds, and you have to eat 3 of them for this goal. For the second square, there's meet the undergrowth echo, then earn the nomad passage, store 3 blank pearls in a shelter in garbage waste, and get the blue lizard arena unlock, which is in industrial.
Row 5 time is earning the scavenger bomb unlock. Spark, do you know where that is? Otherwise I can check.
I want to say it's either in farm arrays or in one of the garbage waste treasuries.
I found it. It's in the garbage waste treasury that is towards the middle top of the region.
Yeah.
Essentially the one that you might think of. In terms of the next square, we have consuming 7 karma flowers, and then going from undergrowth into outskirts. Interesting one, depending on where the spawn is, that might be a little bit roundabout. D5 is storing 5 mushrooms in the same shelter, and E5 is eating 7 centipedes. I don't believe that's infant centipedes either. Where is it? It's a little
It
bit
looks
low
like-
quality. Let me look.
Oh, we're starting.
Alright, it is small centipedes.
This looks like the Sky Islands shelter, judging by the decals on the left. Although the region has been renamed to fit with the Saints campaign, and it is in Sky Islands.
Alright, we have Sky Spawn. Now, as we have seen, Sky Islands is often a very, very goal-dense region, though this time that may not be as much the case.
Although
There
there are
is-
sorry.
You can go.
Okay, there are still quite a few goals that can be achieved in Sky Islands, namely hitting creatures with rocks, earning points, storing potentially. Okay, Bronze Edge has just plummeted off a cliff. As I was saying, there's quite a few goals that can be achieved in Sky Islands, but the only one that I think Sky Islands is going to be maybe not necessary for, but pretty good for, is pin orange lizards to walls, purely because there's a lot of orange lizards in Sky Islands.
Yes, Sky Islands being one of the most iconic places that one of those could be done in. There is also the Scavenger Merchant, which can be good, especially considering the amount of colored pearls that we find. Although for Saint they might have faded, I'm not sure exactly which ones have and haven't. When it comes to that, in any case, they are worth points and is a great way to get the merchant goal pretty much for any match.
I believe I remember looking at the Pearl dialogue before, and one of the only colored pearls that still exists is the deer pearl, I believe.
Yes. As you can see on the board showing the pearls that would have been colored faded, very few remain in Saint.
Mm-hmm. Quizlet seems to be working on hitting creatures with rocks, giving those orange lizards pretty severe concussion.
Looks like Batya is already thinking about giving pearls. In any case, for this one, you can literally just take the one that Batya already got, and then also go to Communications Array for the colored and the uncolored pearl as well, and then you're done.
True. The pinata has just displayed some excellent grapple tongue movement by swinging across the top portion of that room into the bottom portion, into the yellow lizard pit.
Yes, very nice. Tongue is super good for avoiding creatures in bigger open rooms like this, as well as in this room you can go really fast if you get speed, and then you just keep going along the ceiling, so I enjoy tongue movement a lot.
I do enjoy it as well. It's very fun to watch. I'm sure a lot of viewers would agree with that.
Absolutely. Also, 3 popcorn kernels to eat. This goal is always really funny to see in any amount because you have to wait until the blizzard really picks up before you have a chance at it, and then even then, it's quite random how long it's actually going to take in practice for the popcorn plant to open. Though Sky Islands has tons of popcorn plants, as well as if you could do the few that are in Chimney, if you were to go down that vector, if you just allow the cycle to get that far, it might actually not be too inefficient to get.
Twizzler trying to go to I believe the Scavenger Merchant room, falls off again. But
I believe one thing that's also parallel with the other Saint game that we've had is the hitting creatures with rock skull. I think people enjoy making Saint behave in quite rude ways.
True. Vatya has an explosive spear, I believe, from the merchant. Could be a pretty good way to get a handful of points
That seems
it's
pretty likely. Do you think that he already got the goal and is going to lock it in here, or do you think he's going to have to go and get the other pearls? I mean, we're about to find out. Also, Pinata was apparently starving previously, but no longer
Oh.
is, and gets camped immediately running out of the shelter by a yellow lizard. That is
God.
evil. What is that guy doing there?
And Batya did, in fact, trade 26 points worth of items with the scavengers, so that's the first goal locked in on the board, and the first goal for the blue team.
Very cool. The time has come for, I guess, Bronze to decide what exactly he's going to do. Looked like he might have been closer to the merchant, but now that's been stolen.
With the way he's heading over to... heading back to the lizard pit.
Yes, I think people definitely want to get the yellow lizards in the sky here, as they're super extra abundant, as we saw with Pinata, and now have seen again with Pinata, unfortunately.
As we can see with Bronze Edge.
On
Oh god,
essentially every screen, honestly.
did
They're
Pinata
everywhere.
get hidden? Pinata is starving. Trying to go for that Marder passage early.
Batya's collecting some blue fruit that would otherwise be pretty scary, but St. Tongue's got you covered. Okay, also blowing up the vulture. That's what you get for being a wall.
Or just sitting there. Probably because it is heavily injured and 10 seconds away from death. But it could just be chilling, you never know.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you gotta, if you don't go out chilling, I mean, what are you even doing?
Yeah, just chilling, don't even need to worry about
Okay,
food.
Pinata's starving again. This is a really interesting play to see it going immediately for Martyr. I guess that's something that they suspect Red won't be expecting. I sure wouldn't be.
Because I remember in the last game that had the Marder Passage as the central square, the players just didn't go for it. So this is an interesting change of pace.
Yeah. Looks like Pinata might be, in that case, confident that some other things can be done in this moment as well, as it would be. They're collecting blue fruit as well, so I guess that's not a bad thing to do as well at the same time, although of course needing as much food as he will to get Martyr.
Okay, we have the first gate of the game. Bronze Urge is, I believe, going into Chimney Canopy.
This looks like the Chimney Gate, yeah.
Yes, this is the Chimney Gate.
It is 100% the Chimney Gate, looking at the runes.
Yep, Chimney Canopy. A good way for the players to obtain points, actually, if Bronze Urge activates the Chimney Canopy Echo, but he's not going to do that. He's going down.
Yes, that could have very well been true. Maybe he's actually going back up, or does he just want food? We'll see.
Potentially. Really nice swing there.
Yes. And Pinata is gathering karma flowers.
Yep. I just noticed the karma flower in its hand. Get some progress on that goal.
Very nice.
As Balia is also heading to Chimney Canopy.
Alright, cool. We have people dispersing quite nicely. Nice swings from Bronze to get over this section. Strawberry could definitely be thinking about getting that tame and Chimney, because that's something that could be done by any team at any time.
This is true. Balia has reach the chimney canopy gate. Oh,
Oh,
Bronze
brutal move from that
Failed.
strawberry for bronze. That was incredible.
Unfortunate. They're all the way back in Sky Islands because they didn't save at the chimney shelter. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, that sucks. They're going to have to go back. In terms of, like, getting the Nomad passage as well is a question because Undergrowth
Oh.
having the goal for locomoting to outskirts as well as the Echo makes it somewhere that players are definitely going to want to visit. However, going Sky Chimney straight to Undergrowth might not be the way if you're trying to get the Nomad passage as well at the same time.
Also, Red Team just locked in the hit creatures with Rock Skull, and Bronze Edge is immediately dead. He's going to have to.
Oh, passage to get
Passage.
karma. That sucks. That's always a bit of a shame when you have to burn your passage because you died a couple times, but we'll see if Bronze ends up wishing that he still had it later down the line or not.
It is really unfortunate. The amount of deaths. Although, the chimney to Skylands Gate. No, I believe it's 3 karma to enter chimney.
It's 3 both ways, I believe.
No, I believe chimney into Skylands is 2 karma.
Is it? I'm basically 100% sure that it's 3.
Let me.
I'll have
hang
a
on.
look. Oh my gosh, it is 2 karma. Wow! I'm so wrong.
So Bronze Edge was going to.
I've had that conception for so long. How have I never noticed the symbol is not 3? I think I've even, like, gotten up to 3 to go through that gate, like, several times. Huh.
Well, with the karma increase from that passage, Bronze Edge is heading back over to Chimney Canopy. Although with the time it's taken him to use the passage and the time lost from the death, Batya is far ahead of him in Chimney already.
Yes. Also on the left side of Chimney, you declared where the blue lizard unlock was earlier, but I forgot.
I said it was in Industrial Complex, but I didn't specify the room. It's the tool
Isn't
room.
it like near where it is?
It's the tool room right near the chimney gate.
Ah, gotcha.
Batya is probably going to go to the shelter near the scavenger treasury. Goes into the scavenger treasury first, potentially on accident.
Always on accident with this one.
Almost does it again.
That one's hilarious. I think like a lot of people probably found out scavenger treasuries exist for the first time by accidentally going in there because I know I did.
I think Batya might be aiming to go to the gutter. We will see.
That is, yeah, that's something that I was talking about, like whether that's good because there is like a lot of stuff in Undergrowth, and then taking pearls to garbage is something you can do from there too, or you could, you know, head out into outskirts and just get that goal. However,
Yes, goes into the gutter.
when it comes to like the locomotion from Sky Islands through Chimney, that's like a start on the Nomad passage, is it not? So the question is, if people want to go ahead and lock that in, it could still be worth it just to go here and then like shelter in Undergrowth and then just pop out to outskirts to lock in the Undergrowth outskirts goal and the Nomad passage, and then come back in and finish other things up.
Whistler just used her passage as well, so that's, I believe, both of Red Team have now used their passages.
Yeah, that is true. So if Blue Team is going to be able to make use of them for a greater strategic advantage later when more shelters have been visited. We will see.
Oh, Pinata just died because of the cold. I
Pinata,
think.
something weird happened. Oh yeah, the cold is actually probably what it was because I saw they were very gray. Interesting to see a cold death. This is a harsh temperature.
He was so close to the shelter as well.
Yeah, that's rough. Is Bronze going? Oh no, there was a sneaky white lizard in the tunnel.
Oh,
Hate to see it.
yeah. That passage may end up being in vain.
At the same time, though, it did look like he was trying to go to Pipe Yard.
Interesting.
Wonder if he's like thinking about like just rushing shoreline then.
Potentially. That also means we might get some sump tunnel action.
Yes, Pipe Yard, Sump Tunnel, let's go. But in all seriousness, that wouldn't be like a super weird thing to do because it's something that like they can be pretty sure that blue team isn't doing right now because it's like just weird enough to be a little bit unexpected. But at the same time, there is like a decent amount of stuff over there. Like you have the Vista and then you just enter CL to get that for free while you're on your way. Music Pearl, not bad at all.
Red locks in the eating mushrooms goal.
Nice.
So that is 2 goals for red so far. Not on the same line, though.
Welcome to Undergrowth, Batya. Let's see if
Undergrowth
he
is
does
a-
what I was talking about here.
Undergrowth is a very pretty region. I
Yes.
really like Undergrowth. I like all the greenery.
Undergrowth is definitely one of the coolest parts of Saint's campaign.
Also very good for this bingo game with, like we said earlier, there's quite a few goals that can be worked on here. With the Undergrowth to outskirts, meet the Undergrowth Echo.
Yes, and there's no shortage of centipedes either, I believe, whereas in a lot of the rest of the map they've been replaced with Senna wings.
Although Badia could have also worked on that goal in the gutter. I know he started on that. Pinata died, but I didn't see what it died to.
Oh. Oh, we're going for a scavenger
Oh.
kill, but it gets its revenge. That's crazy. I wonder why. I guess just for points, because otherwise I don't really see much of a reason to be killing scavs here.
Oh, okay. Vulture
Other
was
than just
chilling
out of
there for a
spite, which
minute.
is fair.
And Bronze Edge, I believe, has officially entered Pipe Yard.
All right, let's see what he's doing. I am interested in this play. It could also be like a quick way to industrial, though I feel like that would be a little bit less worth it to do immediately.
It could be.
I mean, if you were to like, it seems like a pretty decent detour to do just for the blue lizard unlock. And like blue fruit is like already being done in other places, whereas bronze is going to be very on the move here, so you're not really going to be going back to the same shelter a lot.
You know what? You know what he could be doing? If he were to go to industrial, he could also go to... No, but there's a goal where the first time you enter Silent Construct has to be from Shoreline. So unless he's going to forego that goal, he's probably
Yeah,
not.
that's the thing that I thought was cool about that goal, was it makes industrial a little bit less enticing since you can't go to collapse from there.
Although there is still the storing pearls and garbage waste.
Yeah, garbage isn't bad either. It
I'm
also
not
has
sure
like
whether the centipedes there have been replaced with. Oh, while you're meeting the Undergrowth Echo, that's a second
Nice.
goal for blue.
yeah, I don't know
favorite
either.
echo.
Let me check. I feel like Saint Garbage Waste is somewhere that I haven't been to too much. Glacial Wasteland. I like how they keep the initialism the same on there.
I think I saw Pinata just store a pearl in a shelter. I could be wrong, but that could... No, walking right past that other pearl, I don't think that's a goal that he's going for at the moment.
Alright, looking at the map here, I can confirm that they are largely Senowings, but in, like, the more indoor sections, there are still a quite decent amount of small centipedes.
Interesting. So if one of the players were to go to garbage waste, that could in fact be a goal they go for. Although it is slightly annoying with Saint getting a seizure every time it eats meat.
Yeah, that is another funny facet of that goal.
You have to deal with getting stunned every time.
That's what was so funny about Batflies before as well.
Oh god, the
Pinata
red...
is committing violence against Senowings.
The horrible red centipede in pipe yards.
Ooh. It's brutal how Senowings flying gets staggered when they're injured. I don't see that too often because I don't have to fight them too often. But sometimes they really deserve it.
This is very true. Pinata working on points, it seems. Making good progress towards that points goal. I didn't see quite how many points that they have at the moment. Centering heading towards them with great fervor. Luckily, they do have a spear.
That's a Senowing that believes its life is in danger, and for once, it is actually correct.
Vodka has reached a toll in undergrowth, I believe. Another thing with the Saint is at least a couple tolls have been added to the map. This is one of the new ones.
Yeah, the Scavs set up a toll in Undergrowth, which is like a really interesting thing to see how kind of comparatively livable it is compared to the rest of the map is one of the coolest things about it, considering that it is immune to the frigidness and the coldness when it comes to most of the region. Some of the more open rooms are still affected by it, but a lot of the creatures that are largely absent from the rest of the map are here, including we have Scavengers having set up their toll here as they have found it to be quite a attractive place to live. Also worth noting is Red now both being in Pipe Yard.
Quizlet seems to be very, very cold. We better hope she finds a
Yeah.
shelter soon. Spinning around, Jesus Christ.
I love that things like that can happen with the tongue movement.
As Bronze Edge takes a shelter. Pinata's still in Sky Islands.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Pinata is going to do, because pretty much every vector is already being covered by somebody at this point.
What options are there? I'm not sure. Has anyone made progress on the pinning yellow lizard skull yet?
I haven't seen it happen, but I would be shocked if people haven't gotten them in Sky, didn't get one in Sky.
True, true. The only bad thing
But
about
that-
Undergrowth is the jungle leeches.
That like is... Oh yes, jungle leeches are really annoying.
Horrible.
That is one thing that could be considered. Like if Pinata is super backed in, it could also just be like continuously going for Martyr is like something that could be possible as well.
Potentially.
But in the same vein of thinking as that, as just like focusing on the one thing because everything else is kind of being covered already. If they really wanted those yellow, they could just pop into the exterior even and get some there. And then where do you think you'd get the last ones?
Well, there's a lot. But for the Saint, like we already discussed, orange lizards are everywhere. So
There's
there's a lot of
even
different regions you could go to.
Yeah, there's even some in Chimney here, so I suppose you could just go down and do those. They're in the big like long room that's right at the entrance, right after the entrance to Industrial.
So you could potentially go Sky, Chimney, Silent Construct for that, but that's another. Again, the Shoreline to Silent Constructs goal, unless the players want to completely forego that. Oh my
Me
goodness.
when I unironically say Chimney to Exterior as Saint. This has happened so
Oh.
many times this season, people making this mistake, and I have become one of them.
On a different note, I think Badia just locked in 4 goals at once.
Oh my goodness. Alright, there you go. Yes, that was a very good cycle, huh? Alright.
Red is going to have to
Might
be pretty
be-
efficient if they want to catch up with that.
And it looks like they did not do the criterias to get the Nomad as well. Which I'm a
Unfortunate.
little bit surprised by, but it seems to be what has happened.
I mean, if they did shelter in a region more than once, then that is going to remove their Nomad progress.
Yes,
Very
I
unfortunate.
assume they probably sheltered twice in Undergrowth, this being the case that they are back to square one, essentially.
Pinata could be finally making its way to Chimney Canopy. No, going that way.
Alright, nice.
Rampage
We did
locked in
indeed get the Blue Lizard.
Interesting, okay.
So actually, indeed going Pipe Yard to Heavy Industrial, interesting move there. Twizzlet, face off with Spitter Spider in tunnels. Evil, evil, evil.
Ugh. At least it's not a spitter spider in somewhere like. At least there's not an active risk of death. At least there's not a death
Yeah.
hit. Where if
True.
you get stunned while you're above it, you're just screwed. In the Artificer game earlier, the players had to deal with spitter spiders and past garbage wastes. And as you know about past garbage waste,
Yeah. That
acid.
sucks. Oh, unfortunate moment. Getting snapped by a yellow lizard. Also, something.
Oh wow. Two team are in sync on that part.
Uh-huh. Let's see where Bronze is gonna go from here. Considering that UG to SU has already been knocked off, then he has no reason to not just go to Outskirts if he so desired. To then go, you know, UG from there and maybe through to Garbage Shoreline. And if that's the case, I don't really see any reason why you wouldn't just go Garbage from Industrial, but if they do want to stop by UG, that could be something.
Potentially, there is still that centipede goal, obviously, that has not been unlocked. Which could be an option.
Yes. The Garbage ones existing does, like, help with that. And considering that it is the 3 that are right near a shelter, literally in the same room, that could be farmed out to some extent. However, like, it's that, and then there's like a couple in another room that isn't too close to it, but it's still pretty close. Like, doing it in Garbage, it could work out.
Potentially, and then there's also the storing blank pearls in garbage waste, which could be an option.
Yeah, because that you can bring whatever essentially. I'm not sure. If the music pearl counts as one, then there you go. You literally get one for free, which is kind of funny.
I'm also not sure if the music pearl counts.
It looks like Twizzlet also wants to maybe be going to Industrial unless she's gonna drop down all of a sudden after doing something up here.
And given the fact that she's heading back up, I
Oh,
doubt
she's going back
she's...
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to the treasury.
Treasury moment.
Interesting choice. Picking up an
Definitely interested in what she's thinking here.
Oh, picking up a lantern. Okay. That's going to make her a little more resilient
okay, there
when
you
it comes
go.
to the cold.
Yeah.
Is that the first lantern of the game?
Yes. A bit surprised that people didn't like get one from the Sky Merchant or etc.
Because I know for a fact
Also
there's been...
the chimney treasury being visited as well.
Oh no, poor scavenger became a pincushion on Bronze Edge screen. That is going to upset the scavengers though, so he may want to be a little more careful.
Correction be I was about to spread misinformation, so I stopped talking.
Oh. Pinata once again.
We have a yellow lizard monument that they are building out of their bodies. Hello. Now we have a biblically accurate yellow lizard.
Like a rat king, but with yellow lizards. My god. Such is the case with this room in Sky Island. I don't remember it being this swarmed with yellow lizards though. I do remember it was starving earlier, so... But I don't know if it starved the last cycle, so it may not be a double spawn. Finally gets the yellow lizard pin, and blue has locked in Nomad. So that's 2 more goals in column C.
Nice, okay.
Of...
I'm glad that Nomad has been gotten. That's quite an interesting one. And Bachia was able to end up getting it.
Although one of the remaining goals in column C is the Martyr, which is rather difficult. Especially with... I mean, I was going to say especially with Saint's lack of food. And the popcorn plants that were once an infinite source of food are no longer an infinite source of food and are also very unreliable.
That makes Martyr a lot more brutal for sure.
It does. If one of the players ends up going for the Martyr passage, they may have to travel between regions in order to get the food they need.
That would suck for sure. Also nice with the 41 kill points, which also reveals that Red is getting quite close to getting the full 90 too.
Although Pinata does also seem to be working on it. Get out of the way of the orange lizards. Get out of the way.
Just gonna be piecing up all of these orange lizards. There's so many of them. Like this is like a point catastrophe here. Is this like double spawn? Did Saint usually usually have this? This has got to be double spawn, right?
Yeah, I did point that out.
Starving.
This seems like a ridiculous number of orange.
Yeah.
Yellow lizards.
So that's a great strategy to get like more points in as well.
And I'm going to check the spawns with the interactive map and see how many yellow lizards actually exist in that room as Saint.
I mean, I've been going through this room a ton recently for Saint's story, and I feel like I would have like noticed there being this many.
There's 4 in that room, and then there's another 2 in one of the rooms connected to it. But even then, that did feel like a ridiculous number of yellow lizards.
It is quite a lot. Also, we are now pausing the timer because we're going to try and work to decrease stream delay a little bit, so that is why. Sorry, folks, we will be back in a little bit.
It seems like Balia's, judging by the room that he's in, seems to be on his way to garbage wastes. Although maybe he did just pop into that room.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, going... And Twizzlet's, like, not far at all from that either, but she is, like, standing up on that ledge. Maybe she's gonna tongue back up to the top of the room.
Could also have been trying to get the bubble fruits there as food, although I don't know if they exist as Saint.
Yeah, not sure how common bubble fruit is. Wonder what Boccia's gonna do. I mean, he's right next to garbage, so he's definitely, like, going to be heading there, probably.
I would be surprised if he didn't.
It would be really funny if he turned around, but he might not. But that being said, with the pause, runners do have more time to consider what they want to do. I don't really see any reason for Baya to turn around.
Just pop your head into garbage waste, go. You know what, this
Yeah,
really
just-
sucks, leave. Just walk
It'd be like,
around.
oh, what is this glacial wasteland? I don't want to be here.
Yeah, it sucks.
So, in any case, definitely interesting that Pinata is still in Sky Islands, but it being double spawned, like, honestly makes it not the worst thing ever, considering it's gonna be able to, like, catch up points-wise, and when it comes to getting that done, it would be really interesting and cool to see if, like, the points in the cycle gets got by red, but blue comes back to get the total points one. It's
That
something
would
that I
be
wouldn't have been expecting.
a very interesting turnaround, given that I assume Red was pretty close to earning that goal.
Yeah. I haven't been looking too much at the Pinata's, like, escapades in terms of this. How well have they been doing generally with fighting these?
I mean, last I saw, he did end up killing at least one. So that's something.
That's something indeed. And with Saint's Tongue, it is going to be a little for it to avoid damage as well. So
Although it
it's
comes
it's definitely manageable, but it is just hilarious how many there are.
Yes, the swarm comes for you. You can just latch onto the ceiling and look down at them as they try in vain to get your little fluffy body into their mouths for that cycle's meal.
One thing worth noting as well is that as people approach garbage waste, it's worth thinking about what's going to happen when they inevitably end up in Shoreline. As nobody did end up going Sump Tunnel or going through Pipe Yard to get to Shoreline, we've got a much closer race in terms of actually going there, and we'll see if people choose to go there faster than others in terms of who wants to stay in garbage to do more things there.
And in terms of goals that can be completed in Shoreline, we obviously have the Vista as well as entering Silent Constructs. And from there, there's quite a few big spiders in Silent Constructs, I believe.
Oh, looks like we're gonna start going again.
Oh.
And Twizzlet did indeed tongue up to the top of the room. Yeah!
Rosich having to deal with scavengers. And vultures.
Vulture
Nature is
sandwich.
so beautiful.
Nope, no vulture sandwich today. It has swooped behind.
I don't know why you'd want to make a sandwich out of the same. What would the texture even be like?
Fluffy.
Like really moldy lettuce. I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
Ugh.
That's not gonna work at all, will it?
Sorry for that image.
Bronze and Batya entering garbage at literally the same time. Interesting.
They're neck
let's
and
see.
neck
Let's
right
see
now.
what how they split up or what they do when they're in. Man, that's cool. Pinata is having a bit of a standoff with this scavenger. Looks like it just wants it dead. So reasonable. Kill
Understandable.
the chaos factor. Just lower it a little bit.
Twizzler going to outskirts. I wonder what goals she'll try and go for in that region.
Alright, that's good that not everybody is going to garbage.
Yes, the pinata is still in Sky Islands, for example.
That works too. Also, yeah, absolute desolation. So many white lizard, yellow lizard corpses we can see. That's
A
gonna be a lot of
massacre.
points. Scavenger helping as well with getting those points. Pinata's having
How
a pretty
very
good cycle.
nice. What a kind scavenger.
Yeah, it's nice that the scavenger would volunteer its life for the cause.
A very noble
Hello, red
creature.
lizard for Twizzlet.
Oh dear.
Though it is zooming
I didn't
out.
quite see that red lizard.
Yes, it zoomed out of this room quite fast. Interesting to see it in this room.
Yeah, they do that. Not usually in this room.
Pinata is now dealing with the blizzard, though. Question being, since it has a lantern now, will it try and get popcorn this cycle, or will it not opt not to risk that? Because that would be... Oh! Well, it doesn't have food. So it might... It looks like it is indeed thinking
Put
about popcorn, possibly
Lantern.
even planned from the beginning by not eating.
Puts the lantern in their stomach.
Gonna go,
and it's
looks
going
like,
up to the popcorn
gonna go to the
plant.
Saint Spawn.
So, with any luck, the popcorn plant will actually burst open within a reasonable time frame.
Here's hoping. Oh no, no! No, you're not gonna be able to eat. Maybe it takes some back to the shelter, though.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah. Okay, it is
Oh, and
already
the
very cold.
popcorn
It has
have
popped!
dropped.
Yes! Alright,
Yeah, take
cool.
those last
Come on,
two.
make it back, you can do it.
Go on,
Yes.
you can do it. You're nearly freezing to death, but I believe in you.
Oh my gosh, they have maybe 1.5 pips left, and it makes it. That is incredible, that is awesome, okay.
Right. Picking up the pearl again.
And yeah,
going
you've got quite the
into
collection in this
shelter.
shelter now, haven't you? So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Doing that with the double spawn to kill points is definitely something that could be projected to take a while, so that was very clever to do both of those right there, especially with that popcorn being where it is.
Still has some kill points to go for. Going back to the shelter to get the popcorn seeds, I think? Oh no, was that a pearl?
Are you suggesting that the popcorn seed disappeared?
No, I was just a little
Okay.
confused as to what
Alright.
Pinata was throwing.
Gotcha.
They look a little bit similar with the quality of Twizzler in the Spearmaster
understand.
outskirts shelter. Very interesting. Not quite sure what she's aiming to do.
Oh
Getting
yeah,
food from
wait,
the
where
next cycle?
Twizzlet's in like the Spearmaster spawn section here.
Twizzler, what are you doing?
Oh, okay, just dropping off everything in this shelter. I
Oh,
guess
going for the blue
here.
fruit goal.
That's pretty clever because, you know, the way it is with like the outskirts tutorial area having tons, like that's a great place to do it, especially when you're
Yeah,
from that tutorial area to Spearmaster's tutorial area
Bronze
too.
Edge has reached shoreline with Vadia close behind him. Better hope the caramel doesn't. There we go, perfect.
Nice, yeah, evil caramel, but helpful tongue. It all balances out.
If Twizzlet gets enough blue fruit to lock in that goal, that's going to be 2 more goals for red this cycle. because I believe I saw the Karma Flower one pop up.
Oh, nice. Okay, very cool. Red's gonna be able to make up a little bit of lost lead.
Yeah, so that's going to put teams at 6 to 7. Pretty close. But I don't think Red doesn't have any more opportunities for bingos, I don't think. Oh wait, no, column A.
They have column A.
Column A, yeah.
That seems to be it. Yeah. Blue's still got tons of options though.
Yes, and with blue, with the pinata having those popcorn seeds from the last cycle, that column might not remain open for red team for much longer. And
Yeah.
we're pausing again.
At that point, we might see blue go for majority. Anyways, one thing worth noting is we are actually going to take down the stream for a little bit because it appears to not be going too smoothly, so we're gonna do some maintenance. We'll be back in maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So apologies for that, but these things do happen. So hope to see you when we're back online.
Yep, see you soon.
Yay, we're back, but you're probably looking at an ad right now. Whoa, you're seeing my Fuji move. What could I be saying?
Have fun with the ads.
Also, hello, VOD viewers.
I believe we're just going to wait for the ads to go away.
We're
and
literally just waiting right now, but we are going to start again. We are going to start again in like 1 minute.
Yes,
So-
the game will start up again very shortly, and the players will unpause and continue working towards goals.
We're so back.
We're so bad. Oh, and
Looks like we're
Pinata
starting
has
again. Looks like
unpaused.
Twizzlet was also punching random buttons on the pause screen, which is pretty funny to see. Anyways, we are back. Welcome back. Twizzlet finally gets to do this lock-in.
Finally. Oh, the frames just dropped. Oh, but Blue snatches the Karma Flower goal right out from under her nose. That's unfortunate.
Insane.
Oh.
You can imagine if Twizzlet that entire time was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get these goals when we unpause," and then just boom.
Very
At least she still gets
unfortunate.
blue fruit.
What she could
Again,
have done.
this was a really great spot for that.
What she could have done is lock in the sleep a little bit before collecting all the blue fruit, and that would have allowed her to unlock that, lock that Karma Flower goal in before blue team did, but unfortunately that is not what happened.
Yes, in the scenario of that being the case, it is an especially insane steal.
Oh, I hope
Pinata
someone gets
starving
that.
again. Look, it really wants Martyr, it seems, to happen in
Still
this
working
guy.
on Marder. Quizlet. We're seeing an example of the unpredictable nature of popcorn plants in Saint's campaign, with Twizzlet just being forced to wait around.
Yes,
That
it's
to
going
pop
to take a
open.
while, and Batya also has made it into Shoreline. Here's an interesting moment. Oh, Miros Vulture. Love these existing in Shoreline for Saint. Also, Pinata going for Martyr does indeed make a lot of sense for that C column bingo as something that Blue definitely thinking about, considering Batya booking it to get that SL to CL goal, but Bronze is coming up right behind, attempting to block it.
Quizlet finally getting that popcorn to pop open. But yes,
Yeah.
regarding the Miros Vultures, I believe all of the Vulture and King Vulture spawns in Saints, Shoreline, and Garbage are replaced with Miros Vultures, and there's another one on Bronze Edge's screen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right about that, at least for Shoreline, and for Garbage, they're certainly plentiful there as well. Even
Luckily,
existing
there's a shelter
throughout,
right
like,
there. But I hope you have food.
yeah. Miros Vultures, although more likely King Vultures are like more dangerous, Miros Vultures just have a way of striking fear into the heart of the Slugcat.
Yeah, it's the noises.
Yeah, it's the
The
snap, the constant snapping.
The blades.
Because you know they're attacking every moment with those.
Yes.
Though the harpoons are
Twizzler
definitely more deadly in my experience.
manages to lock in the blue fruit goal. Luckily, she was pretty much uncontested for that goal, so blue couldn't snatch that one out from under her nose. And I believe she's going to get the eating popcorn seeds as well.
Nice. Yes.
Yep, there it is.
That's been done. So yeah, this SL to CL race is really interesting because even if Pinata takes longer to get more, like, they're going to have the time to do it because no one else. So if Blue gets this SL to CL, it might be in the bag. Pinata keeps this up.
Yep, orange was
Considering that Bronze is like...
Oh, unfortunate.
Bronze is really close though. Yeah, Bronze is literally about to take it. I think Batya took a death somewhere.
Yes, Bronze Edge is right near the Silent Constructs gate. If
Yeah,
he
so
doesn't
this match will...
somehow die, then that is going to be another goal.
Yes,
In
just
the
don't
bag
get got
for
by
it.
these leeches and you're fine. Alright,
Yep.
good. Now,
And
that blocks row 1, 2 for Blue. So their last bingo chance is gonna be either the diagonal or like the you know, the bottom right to top left diagonal, which is like something that could happen considering Pinata's gonna be farming some points here, though, and going for Martyr as well, being on 2. It's something that could happen at the same time. There is the B column being threatened as well. Bingo.
I'm
So
not
Blue previously would have had the chance to get some spider kills in Undergrowth, and they at least did not get enough to actually lock in that goal. I'm unsure where else spiders exist for Saint. I know they exist in the there is one wolf spider near where Bronze is, towards the intro to CL, though I don't know where else is good to get 4 kills.
I was under the impression that there were quite a few in Silent Constructs.
Silent Construct does have a lot, you're right, yeah.
Oh,
I didn't
the
actually think
plants
about
and
beyond
mouse
the gate at
train.
all.
They were just all walking in.
Yeah, that was really
perfect
funny. They were all literally on a march. And yeah, this interesting observation from chat as well is that even though Garbage, they just ignore the bomb unlock.
Yes,
I guess they're really wanting to get that SL to square as fast as possible, which is honestly super fair.
Although with that goal pretty likely locks in for red team soon, one of the players could end up going back. Although I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
sure how
definitely going to be locked in, and then I imagine if Batya decides to keep going into CL, it could end up being a spider race for Blue's chance to get that B column as well. Otherwise, start working on maybe the diagonal goals. SL Vista is also something to get, considering that red now at this point has no bingo. Nope, they still have the A column.
Yeah, they still have
So
the total points. Although I would be surprised if Pinata doesn't get that.
Yeah, it looks like Pinata is definitely going to get that, so that would block that off as well. If it doesn't, they could go back to garbage and quickly block it. Otherwise, in any case, they're going to be getting pretty close to getting majority if they go for all of those diagonal squares. 4 entire ones. All of them could be, like, decently efficient to get, though, like Sennies and garbage, Martyr and points already almost done, and then just bringing Pearls to garbage with you.
With Bronze Edge about to enter Silent Construct. Potentially. Oh yeah, talking about big spiders.
Camping the gate, very fun, because you know the moment that gate is the moment that... Well, here it is already.
Finally making some good progress on that goal. Never thought I'd see the day. Actually, I think I remember Twizzlet is starving, so she might be trying to take that goal.
Oh.
Team.
Yeah, considering the stockpile of fruit that she, built up in the shelter, like, it kind of works out that way, huh? Like, for that to be a convenient thing to do here as well.
Might not be too difficult to grab that goal.
Since Pinata is kind of straddling, working on that with getting the kill points, Twizzlet could, like, full commit to this and steal it. Looks like Pinata is also kind of leaving the Sky Islands at this point. Yeah, finally. Not that staying in Sky Islands was bad, it's just interesting how much they've done there.
It's a nice looking region, but at this stage of the game, not exactly. And red locks in short line to Silent Construct. So that leaves blue with 2 potential bingos.
Turns around in desperation. Looks like probably he is going to go for the try and find the Vista.
Oh. Fair enough. Although one thing he could also do, which I don't know if do any of the players still have the Vista on them?
Pinata's shaking his mouse in frustration at the board as well, seeing that the C column is now gone. Because it was in the middle, it's another starve, so yeah, that's a shame.
Very, very unfortunate. They aren't going to get the easiest victory.
Yes, they're going to have to improvise a little bit. Let's see if Bronze focuses on these spiders, because that spider square is looking like one that is immediately going super valuable for everybody right now.
Yes, it's looking like a very enticing goal.
I think Bronze is literally just roaming around looking for spiders at the moment.
That is one of the final bingos that blue can get, so if red snatches that, then that's just going to leave the diagonal.
Yeah, and with Twizzlet coming up on Martyr this way, and Pinata possibly, like, not caring about it as much that now that they've seen the C column is blocked, they might block off that diagonal as well, so it might end up just being majority, and with how quickly red is kind of coming back right now, it's like
Yeah.
possible that it's going to be pretty close of a race in terms of majority.
Pinata has just fallen into a death pit. As Balia ventures back out into Shoreline proper.
Like, people are going to be like being able to get stuff in like really interesting and diverse ways, considering our players are very, very split up right now.
Yes, all of them are in different regions at the moment. Hello, Mirror's Vulture. I just saw that on Balia's screen. Thankfully, it's
Yay.
gone.
Also, the blizzard is picking up strong, but he's
Yes,
almost made it back. Pinata going deeper into Sky Islands once again, back to the yellows. I guess there's no reason really not to finish up the points still.
The pit. It might as well.
Or it's just going to leave the farm arrays. Okay.
Interesting. I know. I'm pretty sure there's some of the large spiders in the farm arrays.
Yes.
I don't
So
know.
Saint has that one evil room that was previously yellow lizards, that spiders and spitter spiders.
Yes, I know exactly which
So
room you mean.
that would be a good place to do that as well.
Yes,
Also,
that could be an option.
when it comes to subterranean, I believe there are still a lot of centipedes there, so that's something that I could be thinking about as well. Since everybody else is definitely not thinking about like farms and sub at all, they could make some sneaky plays there, considering they're right here.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
still
could
going
be-
for Martyr as well.
I mean, fair enough. Oh, but Red
Oh,
snatches
Quizlet
it. Oh,
is so
Quizlet.
locked in on it. Yeah, so doing Martyr in the
Balia
spot
finds
that
the-
Quizlet was doing it is so good. That was so
Oh.
fast.
And Balia has
Pinata,
also
I'm so
found-
sorry. Twice they have had the value of starving diminished while already locked into a starve cycle.
Oh, Pinata. As I was saying, Badia has found the shoreline vista. I'm not sure if he ended up grabbing it though. I assume he must have. It was on top of the tower. Oh god, Aquapede. Ugh.
Bronze is also starting to make the trek up to like where Pebbles is to deliver off that pearl, which is something that is also definitely sensible to just do as soon as possible in CL.
That is a goal that exists. Because that is your only bingo opportunity as red team.
Yeah. Good to keep that, try to keep that being a thing.
Manages to do the skip up in
Very
that room.
nice. Because doing that without the without ascension hovering can be somewhat challenging.
Still
Nice.
working
They
on
can still
points
take the
there.
most direct route without it. Okay, so that's very funny. I don't know if you saw what just happened to the yellow, literally bomb dropping onto them and knocking them off the platform.
Jesus
It is a
Christ.
good thing we have Saint Tongue, otherwise that would have been a very funny death instead of just a very funny close call.
Very yeah.
A pipe juke hell.
Oh,
What
brother
is
has
this, man?
reached
Okay.
Pebbles and is dropping
Alright,
off
nice.
the
We
music
have the
roll.
delivery.
Both teams still have only one bingo that they can go for at the moment.
Yes. Tension is quite high, although I think it's definitely way more likely that Red is going to block off the wolf spiders.
Yeah, probably. Given that he is in the wolf spider region. Oh, hello,
Oh, wolf
Leviathan.
spider region, yeah. Oh, Leviathan. It's good to see you and
Leviathan,
2 Miros
two
vultures.
Miros vultures.
That
A
is
big
a
jellyfish.
one hell of a sandwich that is being
Oh.
made, and wowee, we have more lock-ins from red.
Yep. So blue is going to have to go for a majority now.
Yes, no more bingos for blue. Red still has the 1, and with the music pearl there, it's pretty scary considering Boccia is like pretty close to where like he could go back to garbage and try and get the bomb unlock. Though in terms of Pinata, we have still working on points. Points has been like a huge thing for Pinata this entire game. This guy is what a good place to do it.
It looks like Badia is going to go grab the shoreline vista this cycle, which is going to
Alright, is it...
give the blue team 1 more goal to get to, I believe, 9 goals. But then they still have to get 4 for majority, and Red's working with, currently has 10, so they're already ahead.
Yeah, we will see which Vista it is, and actually we are seeing which Vista it is. Aha!
It's
We
the
know
Tower
Miro's
Vista.
Vulture can scare Batia from collecting it.
Manages to grab it right from under the Miro's Vulture's snapping beak.
Bronze killing Lantern Mice for points.
Oh!
What? He has it! What?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh, I'm sorry, Pinata! Oh my god! Oh, this is so sad! But
Oh god,
so
did Pinata
exciting
die
for Red.
again? Oh, the points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and Twizzlet's going to garbage waste, probably going for that bomb unlock, and that will be a bingo for Red Team if she manages to get it.
Yeah, Twiz is like right here. Oh my goodness. Look, this is looking like a victory for Red. I didn't know Bronze had that many kill points. Crazy, ending it with the Lantern Mice. So fair to sacrifice innocent souls for your benefit in this case.
I mean, with the amount of slug pup merciless sacrifice we've seen in these games, it makes sense that Lantern
We
Mice
do
will...
know our runners is willing to do whatever is necessary. And in this case, that is paying off big time.
I think Bronze is pretty close to a shelter if he can get past that blue lizard. Those blue lizards, plural, my bad. I'm pretty sure there's 2 right next to each other, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it looks like they're stacked up. This is a very funny thing to see. Alright, separating. Bronze just popping out and throwing something again. This one refusing to move. It's also dead, which is why.
Oh my god.
I think it took Bronze a second to figure out that it was dead. I didn't know until he started approaching it fearlessly.
I believe Bronze oh no! That's so unfortunate.
Oh my god, I looked away for 1/2 of a second.
Another blue lizard killed him.
That's wild, but you should, like, it shouldn't be too bad for him to get back to these points. And, like, can you imagine, though, if Pinata was able to, like, bring it back, and they don't even know how close this is.
God, yeah,
like, they're just chilling.
They'd have to wait for the clip, the VOD to come up.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of these runners are in the habit
Let's
of
see where Boccia's
watching over their games, though.
Maybe to garbage. Garbage makes sense.
Yeah, garbage would be a really good choice for the passage.
Like, Twizlet is getting so close to it already. And Badia is kind of thinking about it. Oh my god, yeah, Twizlet's literally, like, there.
Just a couple of rooms away. Are you going that way? Trader. Why are you going to the trader?
I don't know.
Oh, much.
I guess.
Just saying hi.
Oh, more lantern mice for
Hey, man.
bronze.
The massacre.
Hit it.
Cruel and unusual.
We don't know how much he got in that one cycle previously, but it seems like the mice are enough. I mean, there's tons of them. Oh, it comes back.
Attempts the up throw.
Come on, get the up sphere, get the up sphere. It'd be so cool.
Yes, use your tongue.
The tongue play. Let's go.
Yes.
That's crazy. Yes, he has enough. He has enough.
Pauses very briefly. It's going back to the previous shelter, which might be a good call.
Yes.
As Pinata is entering farm arrays. Or sheltering right
Batya,
before
did
it.
you
It's
see
going
where
to the shelter.
Batya chose the passage?
No, I didn't quite see where Badia chose the passage, but from what I last saw of his screen, it seems like he was considering either garbage or shoreline.
Yeah, it's definitely either garbage or shoreline. I'd be so surprised if he didn't end up choosing garbage.
Especially with that goal right there.
Also interesting that the shoreline vista didn't get locked in. I guess there was a unfortunate death that occurred coming back. Alright, Twiz.
It happens,
So
it
close.
happens.
Yes, these things do happen.
Oh god, the red centipede.
Hello,
In front
Red
of
Centipede.
Twizzlet.
How are you doing?
Oh
Oh!
god, no.
It's being so
Ooh.
weird. Oh my god. I hate it so much.
What is it doing?
Come on, swing, swing,
Oh
swing.
god,
No!
no.
Oh my god. That was
Oh
so insane. It did a
god.
handstand.
It was doing tricks, it was doing flips. Very acrobatic
Gymnastic.
red centipede.
Gymnastic Red Centipede.
This is...
What is happening? Everybody is struggling on the brink of
most
collapse.
normal red centipede.
Yes, seriously.
Bronze Edge is about to lock in that. Bronze Edge is about to lock in the points goal though. So if Twizzlet
Pinata
does
is
manage,
committed to the bit and decides to starve again anyway.
I mean, might as well. I
Bronze
guess.
locks it in.
Yes, Bronze.
Oh my
has-
god, and Batya actually did go to Shoreline, so I think this is in the bag for Red Team.
Yes, Twizzler is currently making her way over to the garbage waste treasury.
Which is insane.
bottom up.
Blue got off to quite a great start on this one, but Red comes in with the sneaky A-column bingo. I was so sure that that this was not going to happen.
It's very fascinating comeback from Red Team. Excellent work. Oh, drop wig. They always have.
Oh, in
They
this
always
space, that's
know how
not
to
great.
ruin your day. Manages to make it past the drop wig though.
Nice. Alright, looks like it doesn't care anymore.
Doing some rolls and flips.
Alright, Batya collects the Vista again. Will he make it back? And Pinata, at this point, seems to have accepted Windswept Spires as his home.
Ever since I was a child, I yearned for the
No.
windswept spires.
That's good. Alright,
Let's hope the
Twiz.
red centipede.
Where's the red? Just go fast.
Let's
Just keep going fast.
I believe.
Uh-oh,
Go,
Spitter.
Twiz, gotta-
Go
avoid
fast.
the
Go so fast. Go so
darts,
fast. Oh my
though.
goodness.
Let's hope the
Yes,
red
the best
centipede.
one.
Oh,
Okay, that's
God.
great. Thanks for your contribution, Red.
But there is a
Pin Twizzlet.
shortcut.
Like, go
But
through the
there
shortcut.
is-
It's poking its head like through itself, and it will see when Twiz comes out. So that would be crazy. But it's
Oh,
it's staring you down.
Twizzlet. Yes. Manages
Yeah.
to make it past.
Amazing.
The treasury is just a couple rooms away now, and there's a shelter right there.
Yes.
So
Oh. Hey, buddy, it's not gonna be able to get up there. Alright.
Yeah, you're too late.
It angrily stares down its escaped prey as Twizzlet moves. Oh, Aquapede for Batya. This is goal.
Old
Felt
red
them
centipede
on
shakes
previous
fist
attempts,
at the
but-
sky.
Yeah. Okay.
Yada has
Twizzlet.
died again.
You are there.
Just passaging for the
Passaging
sake
for the
of
hell
it.
of it. Just for the
Why
love of the
not?
game.
as Twizzlet grabs
Everyone
the
else
bomb.
passaged. I'm gonna make it a 4-passage game.
Might as well.
Alright.
Twizzlet grabs the bomb unlock, and as long as she has enough food, that is the game
Literally.
in the bag.
As long as this yellow lizard doesn't do something nefarious. Alright, awesome. We have... that would have been ridiculous. Here we are. That's it. That's it for red. Good game. This was a really cool... And that sneaky egg column, I really thought... That was going to end up being relevant. And it has won them the game, in fact. With the blocks.
Congratulations, red team, and good game to blue team. They had
Blocks.
a pretty good lead.
They did, and with Red's blocks emerging out of their winning line as well, blocking both of what seemed to be so threatening threats from blue. So this was a really cool, and we hope to see you again, because there's always this I believe was the third game of the day, and that's all for today. So this was a quite the marathon. They were all back to back as well. So we'll be seeing you again soon. And that's like gonna be all from me, so goodbye.
Goodbye. I hope this game was entertaining, and I hope all the players and viewers had fun.